Yes.
And apologies to everybody else, I am not sick. All right, so my name is Jennifer Cabrera. I'm chair of the Westchester Putnam chapter of the Working Families Party. I'm an Austining resident. I'm over on the other side of the district on the Westchester side. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I have a 7-year-old public school student and a 3-year-old who'll be starting pre-K next year. I'm a daughter of immigrants from the Dominican Republic. And I am an Air Force brat. My father proudly served this country, his adopted country, for 20 years in the United States Air Force. He joined for a lot of reasons, but one of the main ones was so that he could go to college. See, my dad was always one of the smartest people in his family, and he was really proud of that, and they were proud of him. But his family did not have money to send him to college, and the Air Force was the answer. He'd get to serve his country, travel the world, and at the end of it all, he'd be able to get a degree. So he enlisted straight out of high school at age 18 and spent 20 years in the Air Force as a medical technician, where he cared for service members and their families while raising our family. I hear that people want to blow a horn. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right, is this better?
Yes.
All right. Talking about my dad.
Glove on.
I will get my glove on. Thank you. I'm not the only mom here. All right. So as I was saying, my father enlisted straight out of high school at age 18. He spent 20 years in the Air Force as a medical technician, where he cared for service members and their families while he helped to raise our family. Our family got to live in Turkey and Japan. I was born at Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland, where Air Force One is kept. My siblings and I were educated in public schools. When we lived abroad, those were schools that were run by the Department of Defense, and when we were stateside, we went to the local schools. And then when we all graduated, we got an opportunity that our dad didn't get. We had the opportunity to go to college with a mix of scholarships and federal student loans. I'm a millennial, and one of the tropes about my generation, which is partly true, is that we didn't have as many opportunities to do better than our parents did. But in my family, that wasn't true. I did have that opportunity. And I got that education. I got that opportunity through education. My family started off working class, but education combined with years of hard work helped us to reach the middle class. And that's a common story. How many of you all have a parent or a grandparent who was able to get an education that then opened doors for more opportunity for you? That's a lot of us. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are now trying to deny that opportunity to families like ours. They want to get rid of the Department of Education slamming the door of opportunity in the faces of our children and our communities.
Red Doge! Red Doge!
And it's not because they want to take that money representative democracy.
It's okay. Those aren't tickets, though. They're not tickets.
No, they're these stickers and it takes you like a year to get them off.
Of course they are. They're harassing us.
What's going on?
There are stickers getting put on cars that are parked in the parking lot, so it may take a while to get those off. But they will come off.
We're lucky they're not shooting us in the kneecaps. That comes later.
The security people.
But it's part of our parking lot, for God's sakes. We help pay for it.
No. All right, hey, folks, we're gonna continue on with the program. All right, so we have a representative who is supposed to be in Washington speaking for us, and I think you all know who that is. That is Mike Lawler upstairs.
Fwaller. That's pronounced Fwaller.
Mike Lawler, I'm sure most of you, when you see him, is on TV. He calls himself a moderate.
Liar.
He's part of the Problem Solvers Caucus. And as a problem solver, I see him on TV all the time complaining about Governor Hochul, complaining about congestion pricing. But what I have not heard from my congressman is a word about Elon Musk and Donald Trump's plan to harm schools in his district. In Austining, we are just now getting back on our feet from years of being underfunded. In East Ramapo, where my spouse went to school, they are still fighting for the funding that they deserve.
Yes.
This money that they want to take away is money that should be going to Austining, should be going to East Ramapo, and should be going to all the low-income schools in our district.
I haven't seen them.
This is money for IEPs for our kids. This is money for Rockland Community College and PACE. This is money for the federal student loans like the one that I got that helped bring me here today. This is our tax dollars that are supposed to be going to support our communities and not to line the pockets of billionaires. If Mike Lawler isn't going to stand up for us, then we will stand up for ourselves. This is democracy. This is why my family came to this country. They are counting on us to stay silent. They are counting on us to be so overwhelmed with everything that they're doing that we don't know how to fight back. But we are not going to stay quiet, and we are not going to sit at home holding our heads in our hands. Not when our kids are at stake, not when our communities are under attack. And we have a message for Mike Lawler and for every other representative in Congress. Do your job. Do your job or lose 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 your job. Mike Lawler? Mike Lawler, you were not appointed by Donald Trump or by Elon Musk. You were elected by the people of the 17th Congressional District of New York, and that is us. We say no to the dismantling of the Department of Education. say no to billionaires ripping apart our government. We say no.
We say no.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Thank you very much, everyone. We've got more speakers coming up.
Got to go.
Hey, hey!